All right. Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us on your Tuesday night to hear about some yummy recipes. I have a quick display. I'm going to sneak peek. There you go. Okay. We're going to talk about them. And at the end, we'll get the recipes, the actual like written out recipes to everyone. So yeah, I'm sure you are here either because maybe you saw a post or someone invited you, but you like treats, but you also want to be healthy. You don't want to eat a bunch of gluten and dairy, but you also want you got a sweet tooth, or maybe you like to bake. I don't know. Maybe you're just here supporting a friend, but we are glad you are here. This event is sponsored by Juice Plus. And the mission of the company is truly just to inspire healthy living and to encourage people to eat more whole foods, to eat more fruit and vegetables. And it sounds like, how are you encouraging me to eat more fruit and vegetables with that plate you just showed me? But I promise you, I am encouraging it and you will see. So my name is Shelby. I'm hosting along with my friend Steph, and we are here to to show you guys some recipes and hopefully inspire you guys to be little bakers if you want, or just for some simple solutions to eat well in your busy days. I am a mom to 3 kiddos, and so sometimes if I can just pop something in my mouth quick that is nutritious, nutritionally dense, tastes good, I'm winning that day. I am winning. Let's just say that. Any moms out there, you know, you're serving the children a lot and you forget about yourself. So, but what is so nice about these recipes, you'll hear my kids actually like them too. So it's like a win for the whole family. So to start, we're actually going to flip this event around to how we typically do events. I'm going to start off talking about one of the main ingredients in the recipes that we're going to show you guys, because we're going to be talking about it and you're going to be like, what is this? Or maybe you already have some of it yourself, but we want to just start out that way, so you know what we're talking about. And so with these recipes, why I keep pointing over here is because of my yummy plate. With these recipes, the main ingredient we've used is plant protein. And so that protein, there's chocolate or vanilla, and there's actually a new protein out that is berry flavored. None of mine have the berry flavored in it. I don't think Steph did the berry ones either. That one's a new one. So we're getting accustomed to the baked goods with that one. But there's vanilla and a chocolate plant-based protein. And so why does this protein matter? There's a zillion of them on the market. You can just go to your local store and just pick one off the shelf. So why are we here talking about this one? The reason is because I truly think it's one of the best on the market, and Steph will actually, as you hear her story, and her like past with proteins on why it was the best for her as well. But because it's low glycemic, I'm actually just going to show you, nothing fancy, but it's this little protein powder. You dump it out. I'll show you a recipe. It's like one of my fastest recipes I make with this. But it's low glycemic. So some of you might know what this means, some of you may not, but I'm going to explain this. So imagine like this graph of like your blood sugar. It spikes, it goes down, it spikes, it goes down when you start your day with caffeine, when you start your day with a donut. No judgment to anyone, but your blood sugar spikes and then it crashes, and then you're hungry and you're tired and you're ornery. I don't know about you, but that's totally happened to me. And so then you're kind of going up and down with your blood sugar all day. So if you can eat something that's low glycemic, which is fruit and vegetables, that's low glycemic foods. I don't really need to name them. Think of any fruit and vegetables. Those are low glycemic. That's going to leave you in this zone of willpower. So when your blood sugar is just naturally going up and down, kind of like a wave, it's not spiking up and down. So when you eat those low glycemic foods, your blood sugar is just kind of waving. You're not super high on this mountain, hyper going cray cray, and then you're not crashing. You need a nap in an hour. You're in the middle. You're this middle zone. That's a good place to be when you're eating low glycemic foods. And so that is one thing I love about this, is is actually sweet. It tastes good. There is natural sugar in this. Sugar is good for the body. That's a whole nother jaunt on why we do need sugar, but there's organic sugar in this that makes it a little sweet, and it leaves your body in this zone of willpower. So you're not spiking. So I can start my day with this and I can end my day with this. And I love that because I'm going to bed, maybe if I need a late night snack, and I'm ending my day in the zone of willpower where I'm not spiking, and same with starting my day. And so that's kind of like just one thing I really love about this protein. The second thing I love is it's NSF certified. So that means an outside company comes in and looks at this label and says, what is on this label is actually in this product. There's no deception. There's no secret words or anything like that. And there's other proteins on the market that have an NSF certification. They are more rare. They are more rare to find. But that's what I tell people is look for that third party seal of approval, because that means there's no heavy metals. A lot of proteins have that hidden in there. And this is safe for every single age. So that's another thing that I love. It's safe for kids that are starting to eat, to elderly people who maybe they can't chew food as much. This is like a great alternative, something that you can drink or you can make like a pudding. So I could go on and on about all the good things, and you'll actually hear about this as we talk about the recipes, more of the benefits, but that's just kind of what I wanted to start with. There's vanilla and there's chocolate, and then you'll see different recipes that we mix with both of them as well. So I am going to pass it off to Steph so she can start with her recipe.
Hi, everybody. I'm Stephanie. Like Shelby said, I'm in my kitchen over here, so I'm kind of like leaning over. So hopefully you can see everything okay. But like Shelby said, we've made a couple recipes for you guys to learn about, try. And the best part is they're like hacks to sweet treats that we all love, but they're not going to spike our blood sugars. And they're not filled with terrible things. They're filled with plants and protein, which is great. So one of the first things I made, I'll keep it kind of short and sweet. The first one I'm going to talk about is a cookie. We all love chocolate chip cookies. So this is actually a protein filled cookie, as much as, protein you can get in a cookie. I used the vanilla protein that Shelby was talking about. So these little single serve packets are great because this is already like prepped out for you. There is a larger bag and you can scoop it if you like, but I like these. They're great for on the go, dumping, putting in your purse, whatever you want to do with it. So Shelby talked a lot about this, a lot of the good things in it, but one of my favorite things is that it has 7 grams of fiber. So we all know how good fiber is for our gut health. We know how good fiber is when you are eating carbs to kind of keep that blood sugar stable. So there's lots of fiber in this, which is great. So that's one more benefit here. So yeah, these are the cookies. They are husband approved. If some of you might know my husband, he actually ate a few off the plate. So I had to kind of reorganize here. So they're very squishy too, kind of like chewy. Love that. But they are made with actually coconut flour and almond flour both. So some of you might not know that that exists even, and you're used to just like normal white all-purpose flour that's like bleached and unbleached. Those words are on the package. I don't like it. I don't know what that means. So I'm glad there's things like this. I got the brand Bob's Red Mill. These are from Target. This is a Target brand, Good and Gather. They're both different types of flours, and they also have less carbs than the regular all-purpose flour, as well as they have a little bit of protein each. 3 grams actually in both of these in their servings. So they're great alternatives. They're also gluten-free both as well. So if any of you are gluten-free, as well as this protein. So I did a little bit of those 2 flours, this protein, coconut oil, some dark chocolate, honey for sweetness, and baking powder or baking soda. And that was it. So we will get you the actual numbers, but I mean, the ingredients are what, I don't know, that was 8 maybe total. So kind of minimal ingredients. They taste great. They're very chewy. Like I said, husband approved for those of you that know. And the recipe itself probably made about 15 cookies. So yeah, they were great. One of my favorite pastimes to make. So we will get you over all of these recipes, like Shelby said at the end, but That is my first one for you guys. And then I'll bring it back to Shelby and she's going to share her first recipe for you.
Yes, I was just trying to pull up my recipe. I'm like, where is it? Okay, I just literally pressed it. So I am going to start with these. Okay, it looks kind of, let's be honest, it looks kind of weird how it, whatever it's called. What is it called? Baked into it. Okay, but this is a flourless banana muffin. You can put chocolate chips in it, or you can just have it plain. So it's, you guys, this is so good. Like my kids and I ate a lot of these for dinner. Not gonna lie. I do love that you can have this for breakfast too. So they're like really light and fluffy. So obviously banana, and then what, instead of a flour, for this recipe, this is just the vanilla complete. And then there's eggs in it, and there's just a little bit of honey, baking powder, baking soda. That's about it. So this is like a go-to for us for like an easy snack, or honestly breakfast. Like if I can find something that I don't have to cook for my kids for breakfast, and I can just be like, here you go. Here, I already made it. Eat like probably 2 of each at least. I mean, because they're kind of little. We like a lot of food. But I can just throw at them. I'm like, I am so winning. And so anyway, flourless banana muffins, that's one of my go-tos. And then I'm going to share a second one where I was like feeling a little fancy here. So once again, guys, this is real life. It's not like aesthetically pleasing. I'm not an Instagram photographer. Okay. So this might not look beautiful, but it's so good. This is called cold hot cocoa. I know that's what the recipe is called, but whatever. It is cold because you put it in the fridge. And so what I use, it's sticky. So I'm not gonna lick my hands, but I could lick my hands. And so I use the chocolate protein for that one, hence the cocoa. One thing I also love about both of the proteins is they have prebiotics in them. And so there, there's a lot on the market for probiotics. 100% they have their place. But what's really interesting about prebiotics is it's the fertilizer for your probiotic. So think of your yard and your grass. And if you never put fertilizer on there, the grass wouldn't grow, or you didn't put something to make it grow on your grass. It would be kind of dead, or it wouldn't look that good. So that's what prebiotic foods do to your probiotics that support your gut health. Is prebiotics are fertilizing the probiotics. So it's actually working more efficiently in your body. And so that's what's really cool. Prebiotic foods are fruit and vegetables. And I love that this has prebiotics in it because it's a plant-based protein. And so I love that I can get something a little sweet, and it's feeding my good gut bacteria and helping the probiotics in my body. So that's a little science lesson for you guys with prebiotic foods. So anyway, that one has the chocolate protein, and then also a little bit of almond flour, just like what Steph used. And then this one also has hemp seeds. So I'm personally I don't go to hemp seeds a lot for recipes, but it is a plant-based superfood. And so for those of you that eat majority of plants, this is a good way to get more in. And they have the balanced omega fatty acids in them as well. So I am all for some good plant-based omegas. Juice Plus actually has a plant-based omega as well. We weren't really going to talk about it, but if you are curious and you need an omega, it tastes like an orange, and it's giving you good omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in your body. And this is giving you some omegas too. Okay. And then dates. That is what makes that more chewy, is the dates. Dates are so sweet. So that is like definitely like a sweet treat for me. So that one has dates in it as well. And then I did a banana because I wanted to create more. So I was like, let's add another ingredient. The recipe didn't call for banana, but you know, you can do whatever you want when you make your own recipes. So I threw banana in there and it created more and I like it. My kids, they each ate it. You know, I had to get the child approval. We have made something super similar than this. We just use the vanilla and coconut flakes. So there's like a lot of varieties you can do with dates, with the bananas, with the hemp seeds, all the things, and with the protein. So anyway, those are really good. If you have, at least for me, sometimes after dinner, I like want just something a little sweet, but I don't want too much. That would be perfect for it. But I also love, like, I can eat that for breakfast. Like, those are all whole food ingredients. So that's like another win. Okay. I'm going to pass it off to Steph for her second one.
That sounds so good. I can't wait to make those. I've actually never heard of that recipe. So we're all learning things here tonight. And I have the chocolate protein in the pantry over there. So this one's super festive. For those of you who might have ever had a McDonald's Shamrock Shake, you know, I don't even want to think about what's even in that and sugar content and all the things. So I actually feel like I made this one up. I don't even know if I've ever seen this, so I'm going to coin it, but it's a healthy version of a Shamrock Shake. Again, using the same vanilla plant-based protein. I prefer coconut milk. And I don't know, you can use like almond milk or any of your favorite milk. You could use your regular milk if you drink cow's milk, but if you're dairy free, then oat milk, soy milk, whatever works for you. But I like coconut. It is a little bit more sweet and I just like coconut flavor. So I already measured out 2 cups of that. I didn't want to spill that. 1 pack of protein going in here. I usually don't measure, but I just have like a mint extract, like flavor. So this is a 1/8 teaspoon. That was a pretty good amount. I never measure when I cook, but 1/8 of a teaspoon of that is all you need because it will be pretty minty. And then you guys already know, you always let your spinach go to spoiling. So before it spoils, throw it in the freezer and it's great for smoothies. So 2 cups of spinach, ballpark, shove that in there. You can use 3. Honestly, you don't taste the spinach at all. If you use 3, it's more green too, so it's kind of fun. So yeah, I'll probably like throw in about 3 here. For my coworkers, you'll be seeing me drinking these at work the next few nights here. I'm also gonna mute while I spin this. I don't know how obnoxious it would be for you guys to listen to, and let's just pray it doesn't wake up my sweet girl. 1 second.
Okay, so one thing I love about our recipes is that, like, you saw all those ingredients, and real food can create such vibrant colors. And so there's so many food dyes out there, and this isn't a food dye talk, and we actually do have one of those. But especially in candy and just the things that make kids want to eat the food because they're aesthetically pleasing, they're colorful, they're vibrant. And so one thing I love about real whole food is you can find whole food that is colorful and vibrant and that can catch your eye or catch your child's eye and make it fun. So that's one thing I love about it.
You see the color here, very festive, very fun, very St. Patty's Day like, very March, but they're great year round, honestly. So yeah, and seriously, I don't even know the last time I had a Shamrock Shake, but they're better than Shamrock Shakes. Like, you don't even need to go get one with ice cream and all that jazz in it because this is literally better. And you're getting 3 cups of spinach all at once, and fiber and prebiotics and protein and all the good things. So yeah, this is great. This is what you all need.
All right, guys, now I am coming at you. I'm going to share 2 more recipes and then Steph, we'll hop it back to Steph for her to share her story. That sounds good, right, Steph? Okay, cool. All right, so I am going on to protein spinach power packed pancakes. I posted this on my Instagram. Once again, I am not a photographer, so I can't take cool photos of food, and I don't really care how it looks as long as it tastes good. Okay, so I mixed all the ingredients actually with all of my recipes you saw, with my pancakes, with my muffins, and with my cold hot cocoa bombs or hot cocoa bites. Every single one I did in my blender. So if you don't want to mix it all by hand, just throw it in your blender. I have a Ninja, so it's just like quick and easy. I really like the efficiency of that. So anyway, with these pancakes, I'm just going to read the ingredients to you. Bananas. So if you have bananas that look like this, freeze them and then you can bake with them. Or if they get to this point, just start baking with them. An egg, spinach, the plant-based protein, and then also a little bit of almond flour. Because I just like it more like, I like it a little bit thicker. That's just how I like my stuff. Any milk of choice, and then baking powder and baking soda. And you guys, like for me, I don't even need syrup. I'm just chewing on these. Another great thing that I can literally just bite and go. So, green for St. Patty's Day for March, you know, to make it fun, or you can just eat it anytime. Because, you know, spinach is good for you anytime. Okay, and then my last recipe I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to make it for you too. So this is one of like my favorite milks, coconut almond milk. I get it from Aldi, and it actually was out at Aldi for like, I probably went to Aldi 3 different times and they were out. And I was like, this is a problem because it's not at Meijer. And this is like one of my favorites. So anyway, I'm just going to open this for you. This is called my plant-based cookie dough. So I just dump it out. Not that difficult. And I'm once again like Steph, when you make these things so many times, you just kind of like dump and go. But I tell people a couple tablespoons, depending on how thick you want it or how runny. But I know you guys really enjoy watching me do this. So I just, okay. So I just stir it all around, and then depending on, you guys can kind of see, like it's pretty thick. So if I want it more runny, I literally just put more liquid in it. So I do this, and then I just realized I forgot my chocolate chips. They're sitting over there. So I'm not going to go get them because you all will get the gist. But I like mine thick. So nice and thick, and you can eat it plain. You can put fruit on it. I like chocolate chips because I like sweets, let's be honest. But I have done fruit on this too. Like berries are really good. So anyway, this is like one of my go-to like snacks. Once again, any time of the day. It doesn't have to be a dessert because of the ingredients, because of the fiber, because it's low glycemic, because it's plant-based. And then also another thing that I want to add is there is soy in this protein. And so I know that can turn a lot of people off. That can just really, just make you be like, okay, I'm going to try something different. But I do want to challenge you, if that's you, if you're concerned, if you are open to looking at the difference between water washed non-GMO soy and GMO soy that's not water washed. And there's a true difference. And it kind of comes down to the natural soy compared to the chemical infused soy. And so I would say like 90-something% of the soy sold in our stores and our food is not good for you. It is GMO. There's a lot of issues with it. But there is good soy, and they have studies on it with cancer patients. It's amazing the things that I've read about good soy, water washed non-GMO soy. And that is what is used in this. And that's what Juice Plus is all about. They are all about the real food source with nothing added to it, the most holistic route you can go. And so if you're curious, if you want to hear about soy facts versus soy myths, we have an awesome short video from, I think it is a functional medicine doctor partnered with Juice Plus, or an infectious disease doctor partnered with Juice Plus. So if you're curious, if you just want to know, it honestly doesn't even have to do with really the protein. It just has to do with soy in general. If you're curious, ask whoever invited you and we can send you that recording, because we want people to just be educated and have the most information available to them to make educated choice in their food options. So anyway, that is my go-to. And I'm going to have Steph wrap it up with her story.
All right, well, thanks for sticking with us. I hope you guys are excited about these recipes. I'm even excited for the one Shelby made, like the pancakes. Again, we are moms. We are new moms, actually. Both of us have had kids pretty recent, and anything grab and go, like you saw this little dump and shake type situation. Hers, pour things in a bowl, mix it, and like we leave. It's, yeah, you can do this anywhere, anytime, any day. I got started and like loved protein back in the day. I was really into working out, super into fitness, also a nurse. So, you know, I went to work, I didn't have time to eat. Protein shakes were like literally go to. I bring like 2 a shift because you just never knew. Like maybe I would be able to sit and eat, you know, a normal meal, but maybe not. So protein shake when I get there, protein shake after my work. Work morning, workout, all the things. So I was forever drinking protein, but I was on whey protein. I loved goodbodybuilding.com. I don't even know what I ordered, whatever was on sale. They'd come in huge tubs. I didn't even know what was in it. I just picked it by flavor. And when I look back, it was probably all unnatural flavors, no natural flavors. So just learning over the years, the difference, the quality of things like Shelby was talking about, water wash soy versus GMO filled soy is a major difference even. But this protein has just been everything I could ever ask for because I can also bake with it. And I really love baking. I love new recipes. I'll be honest, I tried to make some of these things back in the day before I transitioned over to this protein. I was like, I have so much whey protein, I'm going to use what I have. And it was complete trash. Like tried to make cookies, garbage. Like tried to make overnight oats, horrible. Like it was only good for protein shakes. And like I said, the ingredients were questionable. The brands were questionable. Nothing was NSF certified. Who knows what was even in it? Nothing is regulated in supplement world. Like 98% of supplements and things on the market, no one even looks at what's even in them and regulates them. So to have that certification, I was comfortable taking this all throughout my pregnancy. Like nothing scared me for that. And then like Shelby said, she gives it to her kids all the time. I'm not quite there yet with food and eating, but like this is something I know, you know, is a great option for kids too, for smoothies or puddings or whatever. We can make pancakes with it, all of that. So honestly, it's just an all around awesome option for lots of baking and cooking, super good ingredients, and it's quick for a lot of recipes. So if you're in the market, if you still have your leftover protein, I would challenge you to attempt these recipes, but I guarantee, oh, hold on, had a little low power mode come up. I guarantee they are not going to taste good, but you can try. I go for it, but I guarantee no, you are going to need the complete. There's no other way to make these. And that's why it's called complete, because it is the whole package. It's complete. It's got everything you need. So that's my story. I'm forever sticking to this brand, this protein. I've literally been taking the same one for 7 years and it never gets boring. Even just chocolate and vanilla, it might sound like bland or whatever. I used to do snickerdoodles, cookies and cream. I mean, all these things, but sticking to those basics, you can make such good recipes with it that you don't even need all of those crazy unnatural flavored things. I don't even know if I should call it protein batter. So yeah, that's my story though.
Thank you guys for coming. I'm going to end this recording.